Welcome to Shark Talks YouTube channel, where we talk about Christian content, themes, and all things Christ related. God bless you for tuning in. If you watch this, whenever you do, excuse me. Sorry, I'm on my way to work, so just got done eating my breakfast. But hope everybody's doing well, smiling, enjoying life, thanking God for another day. Thanking God for everything, big or small. That's how you showed the Lord that you are ready for a blessing. Today, I'm here to talk about power, man. Power. Power is a relative thing to certain people. You have to understand that you have the power to do anything you put your mind to, no matter what was said to you, what was done to you, crazy or negative things you may have been through. You have the power to overcome that. What a man thinks, he becomes. I forgot who said that in a quote, but whatever you think, you do become. If you dwell on the negative, you become a negative person. If you dwell on the things that happen to you, you become the things that happen to you, meaning like you become a victim in a way. Every day I choose to look myself in the mirror, be like, hey, I'm not who I once was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I have improved on all fronts of my life so much. That's because God gave me the power to do so. You got to understand your own power, because you will get in certain rooms or around certain people who try to dim your light or try to dim your power or weaken your power. They try to take away from your power. People who never overcame anything or haven't been through much of anything have the most to say most of the time. They will see you in all your glory, whether it's you got a job that you really wanted, or you've been working real hard on something like a project, or you just leveled up in a way that they can never even understand. Instead of congratulate, most of the time people will hate on you, And I'm not here to say like, oh, you're gonna have haters everywhere you go. I mean, that could be possibly true, but you gotta understand the power that you possess can be a good or bad thing, because you can attract things that can make you better. When you have power and confidence, you can get better jobs. You can do better with your body as far as working out. You could do things that normal people, quote unquote, could never envision themselves to do. But it's a double-edged sword. It's all about the environment too. You got to watch about people's opinions, because an opinion is like a seed. The seed that people who don't have the power of control, the power of self, the power of love, which is loving themselves and loving those around them, they will plant seeds of doubt, seeds of envy, seeds of insecurity in you. I can speak from this because it happened to me. People will try to make you think you're less than, You got to block that out. You got to remove certain people who ain't there to motivate you or congratulate you. You got to remove the people who don't have your best interests, or when you're in your darkest hour, they can't see that you are an overcomer. They try to add dirt on the grave, knowing that you can crawl out the grave and become something better, Environment and the people around you are very important. They can take away from your power. They can leech you, suck you dry like a vampire, I refuse to do that. I refuse to let people be around me who have no drive, who have no vision. Because if you try to take away from what I have, and try to basically just attack me on all fronts, that's going to leave me without energy, without power, without any type of result. And that's never good. You see, the devil works in that way. He wants to beat you down. You know, he wants to kill you. The devil's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. And just like God has his people on this earth, the devil most certainly has his people. It says that in Ephesians 6:12. We fight not against flesh and blood, but people in these higher places, operating in negative spirits or dark spirits. So when people see a child of God, a child of light, they will try their hardest to try to take your strength, like your Samson. They're going to try to cut your locks off. They're going to try to figure out the source of your strength. They're going to try everything in the book, but you got to recognize the tactics too. Understand that people can move in negative spaces and you don't even know it. You got to observe people by the fruit, no matter how good they look, no matter who they are in your life. You know, they could be your own mother or father. If they're not supporting you in the way you need, and it's a difference between constructive criticism and just hating. You got to know the difference. If they're there to build you up and not tear you down, then they can be in your life permanently. If people only have opinions and negative things to say, they gotta go. You gotta hit the road, buddy. Not around here. We ain't negative self-talking nothing around here. If you do that in your life, you stay over there with all that. I don't want no parts of that. I had a friend that every time I was around him, he would just talk negatively about his partner, his girlfriend. You know, he would talk negatively about his job, his car, all that stuff. And I'm just looking like, dang, you ain't grateful for nothing, huh? You ain't appreciative of nothing. So if you talking about all these people and all these things right now in front of me, who knows, you may be talking about me behind my back. You know? You got to observe people's character and spirit, because two powerful individuals can accomplish a lot, man. You can build a kingdom together. You can tear down the kingdom and put the right one in. Y'all can create a business that can be multi-millionaires. With the right friends and the right associations, you can do anything. But you got to have that discipline. You got to have that self-control, the power of self over thyself, because you are in control. Don't let anybody think they are in control of anything, no matter if y'all married or whatever. You know, marriage is not a slave contract. It's a covenant. We're both equal. Yes, the man is under God, but the Bible says to love thy wife and respect her, and vice versa. You're supposed to respect your husband and listen, you know. This ain't about no do what I say type thing or else. But you got to understand, like, when you have the wrong people around you, like I said, it can really negatively affect you in the long run. You're going to wake up tired. You're going to wake up drained. You're going to feel drained around certain people. Like, don't let that happen to you. Rise every day, look yourself in the mirror and say, I feel powerful today, whether you feel it or not. Thank God that you took breath this morning, or, whenever you wake up. Be appreciative of the small things, even if you only got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in your cabinet at the time. If you don't have a car and you're only catching the bus, be grateful that the bus came on time today. Be grateful that you do have people that love you. And if you don't currently in this season, just be grateful that the Lord is separating you so he can work on you and bless you with, a partner or a friend, whoever that's going to be your companion. So that's all I got to say. Understand the power that you have and the power that God has given us. Be grateful to see another day. And move in power. Don't move in anything less than that. Don't shrink yourself to conform to this world. I'm not saying be just this arrogant person or this person that just thinks they can do no wrong or speak no wrong. But you got to understand too, you are a child of the Most High God. You deserve the good things in life. You deserve the peace and the love that comes with life. So with that being said, man, hey, I hope you got something out of this. Again, my name is Shark Out of Water, where I'm a Christian. I talk about Christian things, try to motivate the people, and just do a service to the children of God, man. So I'm moving in my power daily, and I'm not getting discouraged by anybody. I'm gonna keep going till I get 1,000+ subscribers. I'm gonna be making money off of this one day, this content, my words. And I don't care how people feel about that, you know? This is something I love to do. This is my passion, so I'm gonna continue to do so. And whatever you're passionate about, make sure you keep doing it as well. But hey, if this touched something for you, like if you resonated with this, hit that like, man. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you watch my other videos. Again, my name is Shark Out of Water. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace out, man.